Number one, your most important thing is your attitude. I was reading a book, I'm not sure, by Jim Quick. I'm not reading a book, actually going through some memory thing with Jim Quick. If you don't know who he is, he's a guy who helps you master your memory. And in that, one of those lessons, I remember he said, your brain is like a supercomputer and your thoughts are the program that it runs on. So your attitude is so important before calling. The reason why I say this is simple. When you're calling in and you have a bad attitude and you're just, upset because you owe the debt or whatever the circumstance is, maybe the collector has called, some relatives or have been calling you, you've gotten a bunch of messages and, obviously you owe the debt, you're gonna have to pay the debt. If your attitude is bad when you call in, meaning you're calling in with attitude, you're acting like something's wrong or someone's, owes you something, then a lot of times, depending on what collector you get, if you got me, especially back in the day, I'm not gonna give you a settlement or anything when it comes to the account. I want balance in full. So your attitude when you call in matters. Now let me explain to you on the flip side. Debt collections is a very high turnover rate. Typically in a collection agency, you'll have about 3 collectors that are always hitting commission, always doing, hitting their numbers. And then the rest of the collectors are pretty much revolving. It's a pretty high, stressful job. So initially, a lot of times, debt collectors will have a bad attitude as it is. We're expecting that because probably, I would say about 80% of the people, whether they got a message and they're calling in or they're calling in to pay their debt, they have a very, very bad attitude. And typically, if you have a bad attitude with me, when I was a debt collector, I'm not gonna give you a settlement. I'm gonna make it as tough as possible. And anytime someone called in and had a good attitude, those are the people that I gave the most discount off of their debt in general, just because they had a better attitude. It made my job easier. Think about what it is that you're gonna say, have a plan, and your attitude is really key.